California Governor Gavin Newsom was on Pod Save America podcast today, and he was talking about the fires that are going on around LA and what he expects to happen as soon as Donald Trump takes office. And he believes Donald Trump is going to try to withhold aid to California. Now, Donald Trump might do that. He has tried to pin the blame for the wildfires on Gavin Newsom, on Joe Biden. He took to either Truth Social or X, one of the two, and said that these fires are the result of the failures of the Newsom Biden regime or some bullshit like that. It's his normal talking points. But anyway, he may try to withhold aid. They were even talking about the last time that when Trump was in office and they needed aid to California, he tried to withhold aid until they actually went to Donald Trump and basically pointed out which county it was and that it was a GOP Trump supporting stronghold. And then he's like, oh, it's my people? Okay, I'll help them. So we'll see if he tries to withhold aid. Joe Biden has said the federal government is going to pay for disaster relief for 180 days. Now, I do not know if Donald Trump can just reverse that day one or if he has to wait out that 180-day window. And I just don't know. I don't know if he can reverse it right away. Now, some people are worried about what happens if Congress passes a disaster aid package. Can Donald Trump just not spend the money? The answer to that is kind of, but no. And the thing is, there is this thing called impoundment where presidents, and they've done it since the very beginning, can withhold money that Congress has appropriated and just said, no, we're not spending it. However, with the Impoundment Control Act of the 70s, and thanks to the Nixon administration, and Congress, a Republican Congress passed this around Nixon, limits that ability of the president to withhold money that Congress has approved for only 45 days. And 45 days is a lot of time, but after 45 days, unless Congress agrees to change the amount of money they have appropriated and how they want it spent, the money must be spent the way Congress dictates because Congress has the power of the purse. They're the ones who can authorize spending. Now, presidents have a little bit of discretion. There's things called discretionary budgets where it's not specifically earmarked for one exact thing, that they can move money around as needed. But as far as authorizing any money to go into that account, Congress must do it. So we will see what happens with disaster aid under the Trump administration, if he decides to actually help the people of California or not. And I think ultimately Congress may have to pass aid around Donald Trump. If he tries to veto it, pass it around his veto. Because I think there would be enough support, even in a Republican-controlled Congress, to help people across the country, because they know if the shoe was on the other foot, Democrats, one, would pass it, but two, the optics of not passing disaster aid for fires of this magnitude would definitely hurt their chances of retaining power come the midterms, and they care about that almost more than anything else.